By the time you see or hear it, it's usually too late.
Отлично, есть.
The FPV drone that was until recently an essential piece of equipment for filmmakers and travelers has in the last 3 years become a deadly weapon, used indiscriminately on the Ukrainian front. We have to improvise with what we have. If we don't have artillery support because they don't have missiles, then we have to find other ways to destroy the enemy, and drones are perfect for that. It is not the choice of soldiers or the fantasy of the arms industry, but precisely the need to replace munitions and people that has made lightweight, one might say personal drones, a common means of combat, especially since many components are being obtained from what is being shot at the Ukrainians by the Russians. We have a great deal of weapons made from Russian drones and missiles. I won't talk about numbers, but a lot of what came to us, we send back to them. Videos of drone action on the Ukrainian front have been seen by everyone. Fighters in Gaza, Lebanon, and Syria also have watched them. In the absence of other means, heavy howitzers or aviation, they followed the path of the Ukrainians, completely changing the rules of the game on the battlefield. The battlefield is completely different because for an ordinary soldier, the battlefield today is hell for the reason that a person is visible 24/7 and one is not able to judge whether something will not fall on their head, no matter where or how one hides, where one lays down or how one camouflages themselves. This is why the jihadist offensive in Syria looks the way it does. This is why Assad's army is going into disarray. Drones are hitting communication points, military bases, and columns of equipment. It seems today that the rebels have achieved air superiority over Syria without having a single aircraft.
The insurgency is led by Hayat Tahrir al-Sham, a group designated by the United States and the United Nations as a terrorist organization. Armed groups backed by Turkey are also involved in this surprise attack. Now, unlike other insurgencies in war-torn Syria, it appears that the fighters face little to no resistance from the Syrian military, as they made their way through towns and villages and picked up munitions and vehicles left along the way.
According to battlefield analysts, it seems that we may be talking about another groundbreaking step in the history of armaments. Certainly, we can almost be sure that the development of this defense industry will continue. Certainly, the direction of minimizing personnel losses is the direction that we have been seeing for years. So surely the use of drones, whether flying, floating, or moving on the ground, is the direction in which all types of armed forces in many countries around the world are going. Technological progress, however, must be kept up with. The experience in Syria clearly shows that the Assad army was in no way prepared for drone warfare. This also shows that given Russia and its experience from the war in Ukraine, NATO must be ready for much greater challenges.